Hi, and welcome to Lippy Presents Ghost News Network. Today is our question of the week. James, what do you got for us?
So, question of the week today is, what is your favorite paranormal TV show and why?
Favorite paranormal TV show? If we're talking ghosts,
no,
or just in general.
Yeah, stick to any paranormal TV show that's ever been out.
That's ever been out or currently on?
Just that's ever been out. Just broad category. What's your favorite paranormal TV show?
I would say, if we're saying all time, first season of Ghost Hunters. 100% true to the field. Not afraid to tell people to piss off. It's fake. It's not real. First season of Ghost Hunters would probably be my favorite of all time.
Right.
Now, what's playing? I would say the new Ghost Hunters with Grant Wilson. That's probably, I would say, my favorite right now.
I agree with the original Ghost Hunters. I really liked, there was an old paranormal show, In Search Of, with Leonard Nimoy. I thought that was really interesting. I always liked that. We used to catch it on repeats when I was a kid, so it was kind of like an influential show. So I really enjoyed that show, but like what really got me into like the paranormal shows, it's the first season of Ghost Hunters.
Yeah.
I mean, that's where a lot of us get our stuff from.
Right.
But I mean, if it's something today, it's Expedition Bigfoot. Expedition Bigfoot is probably my favorite one on right now.
Yeah, absolutely.
You ever?
Oh yeah, 100%. I actually like Expedition Bigfoot more than I like the new Ghost Hunters.
Mm-hmm.
Even with Grant, I like the new Ghost Hunters with Grant a lot, but I'm just the things they do on Expedition Bigfoot are they go so far above and beyond.
They do the work.
So
they
awesome.
do the fucking work.
Yeah.
What about older shows? I don't know if you've ever watched
older shows. I didn't really watch a lot of the older shows.
Okay.
What more got me into paranormal was more horror movies, to be honest. In that regard, I know it's not a TV show, but The Conjuring for horror movies, I really like the original Conjuring. Just for entertainment.
That's a good movie.
I like it.
The original Conjuring, right?
Yeah, the original.
Okay.
So,
There was
I can see that, yeah.
there was a Dan Aykroyd paranormal show on Sci-Fi Channel, and it only had a few episodes, I think, that aired. And then they were doing something Dan Aykroyd talks about in one of his interviews where they were talking about UFOs, and he had like this evidence that they were going to play on the episode. And as he was pulling up to work, some people in black suits kind of harassed him outside the office. And he goes into his office and he goes to film his episode. I think he was doing like 2 or 3 episodes that day of filming. And then somebody comes in and goes, "Stop, we're canceled. We're not allowed to film anymore." And they show fucking just stopped.
wow.
Show just fucking stopped. That happened to UFO Hunters too.
Really?
Yeah. Why do you think that show got canceled? UFO Hunters was huge. They were doing an episode. And I forget the old guy's name with that military hat. I always wear the hat with the military symbols and stuff on it. I can't remember his name. Great guy. I used to enjoy that show a lot too. And they were filming, and he talked about it in an interview. He was like, we were talking about these things that were happening on these farms with these cows, and he goes, out of nowhere, this black helicopter lands. They tell us we have to leave the area. And we get kicked out of the area, and he was like pushing, but he doesn't say aliens. He says it had something to do with big pharma companies, and he's like, next thing he knew, the show was canceled. They just right mid shooting.
When shit like that
fucking
happens,
weird, man.
You know, we're off topic, but
I know.
want to keep the discussion going because it's
interesting.
I feel like you don't hear about the government stepping in on people looking for Bigfoot or the Loch Ness Monster. Like, nobody gives a shit.
No.
Yeah.
But when it comes to UFOs and aliens, that's when they step in. You kind of wonder, like, is it them? Because realistically, think about it. If it wasn't the government doing testing or these big companies that are like this with the government, and somebody's about to crack a case or stumble upon something for them to step in, who gives a shit?
Yeah.
Who cares about UFOs and who cares? Like, who cares? You're not going to capture one. It's not like you're going to capture a fucking alien. Like, it's just not going to happen. Like, nobody caught Bigfoot yet, and that's
that's Earth descent.
You're talking Earth descent. So you kind of wonder, like, why they step in so much, and I don't know. Maybe it's different testing they're doing. Maybe it's, you know, something to do with pharmaceutical companies, agricultural companies, you know, that do shit and something goes down and they don't want anybody to stumble upon it. And that's the only thing I can logically think of. I mean, otherwise, who gives a fuck if it's about aliens?
Right.
Like,
right.
who cares? Like, nobody cares.
Right,
you know,
yeah.
like, so that could be it.
It's definitely something. There's definitely some level of cover up, whether it's military vehicles being exposed before they're supposed to be.
I think that could
or
be technology,
something
like
yeah.
maybe with the thing with Dan
Big
Aykroyd.
pharma companies. And I forget where the interview happened that I listened to it from. I don't remember if it was from Dave Schrader's Dark Side or one of those
Okay.
other podcasts that I was listening to. It was years ago. And I remember him saying, he was like, yeah, so we did the episode, they kicked us off. And he said it had so he's like, who funds the networks?
Right.
He's like, corporations.
Yeah.
Through advertising.
Right.
He's like, and who's one of the biggest donors of advertisers? Pharmaceutical companies.
Mhm.
What do pharmaceutical companies also do with their money? They back politicians.
Mhm.
And he's just like, he breaks it all down for you.
Yeah.
It's a great fucking interview, man.
Yeah, I mean, it could be something where, you know, somebody stumbles upon, you know, and in a way, like in our government's defense, you know, if it is something that somebody caught on video of technology that we have that nobody knows about.
And it's national security issues.
I
things
get
like
it.
that.
You know,
Oh, yeah,
I
for
get
sure.
that. You know, like you have to protect that. You know, you can't, especially if it is that. Say if we do have that type of technology, and I'm not saying it's from like UFOs, but that type of technology,
Right.
where we're able to maneuver like that without, you know, gasoline-powered stuff and,
Right.
and fuel, and you have to let that technology out at a slow pace. You can't just shove it down everyone's throat.
It's jarring.
It has
yeah.
to be gradually let out. And if somebody uncovers that, in a way, yeah, the government's kind of have to step in and
Oh,
say,
yeah. Oh, yeah.
"Fuck you,
National
you know,"
security issues
so
are national security issues.
in a way, I agree with it, you know, but
It's our taxes that pay for it, and we have to know. No, I'm just kidding.
No, I know, but you gotta understand that, you know, like, and it's gotta come out at a small pace. Like, think about it. If every country came out and did industrial revolution at the same time, we'd all be dead right now.
Oh, for
We
sure.
wouldn't be alive.
For sure.
There'd be too much pollution. So, you know, you gotta let it out at a small pace, and I get that. If that's what it is. I mean, if
Right.
otherwise,
We don't know. I
If
mean,
you're just covering up alien stuff, like, at this point in the game, who gives a shit? Nobody fucking cares at this point. you know?
Well, and I feel like recently they've been news outlets and
yeah,
media and
yeah.
government has been admitting more and more UFO type things exist and stuff like that. So
Yeah, I mean, you
I
gotta
think
be
we're on
naive
the
not to believe
I think
it.
we're on the precipice, I should say,
Mhm.
of some big information getting ready to come out at some point within the next 5 to 10
Yeah,
years
I think
about whether the existence of aliens is real or not. Because I feel like there's been more reports about it, just trying to downplay it more and more so that when it happens, it's not a huge
It's
shock
not
to people.
right. That's the same thing I just
Yeah.
kind of said.
Yeah.
is
Oh,
you
yeah, no,
gotta
you're
let
right.
it out at a small pace, and
Yeah.
then when it does come out, it's
You're
like
desensitized already too. You're kind of
Yeah,
mentally prepared
exactly,
for it.
Exactly. So, but interesting shit.
Yeah.
So.
What do you guys think? Let us know in the comments section below. And if you haven't yet, give this video a like, share, and subscribe. And you can also click the little notification bell to know when all of our content is being uploaded to YouTube. So again, thank you for joining us. We didn't have any knocks on the doors or disruptions for this video, so that's awesome. But until next time, take care, guys.